it's like the 2nd. I just realized my dates are wrong. It says it's 2022 March 28. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to fix that. I didn't even know that was wrong. I just noticed that's wrong. Haven't eaten anything today. It is 5 p.m. Now, I did suffer with heartburn last night really bad. But I had a really rough night. I was dead exhausted, passed out before 10, woke up right before midnight, and laid in bed for an hour trying to fall back asleep and couldn't. I got up, Dino was eating, it made me hungry, so I ate, 2 Hawaiian rolls, I think, and then I laid back down. That's what gave me the heartburn. I never do that. I never eat anything and then lay back down. I never drink something and lay down. I always have a 3-hour window usually. So it gave me heartburn. So yeah, that sucked. That sucked. And of course, because I'm fasting, haven't eaten since like midnight. It is 5. I am peeing around the friggin' clock right now. It is driving me crazy. We have to keep stopping. Right now he's at UPS in this long line and I have to pee. So my mental clarity is shit when I do not do keto or carnivore. It is trash. It's really hard to focus. Because my ADHD is so much worse, like 8 billion times worse. But it is what it is. Right now I'm trying to decide if I should, Dina wants to go to Cracker Barrel, so should I just get a pancake at Cracker Barrel and let that be my meal for the day, or if I should go home and eat what I plan to eat, which is some ground beef with some cheese with some potato. Plain baked potato that I put in the oven. I was going to mix it all together today. I made it yesterday, so it should be like, it shouldn't spike my sugar. I don't know yet. We'll see what I do. I don't know. So right now, I am not focused on the amount of carbs I'm taking in. I'm focusing on how I feel. If a food makes me sick or not because of mast cell. Unfortunately, for some reason, I can't just eat meat by itself, even just with cheese. I can't have salads right now. I am, every time I try something new, it's a fail. So I'm just eating to survive. Anything that helps me get protein in. So if I have to eat a potato to be able to eat some protein with it without having a reaction for some reason, then that's what we're doing. Just like it was weird that a year ago I couldn't make chicken at home. I couldn't make any kind of healthy chicken without having an allergic reaction, like really bad, even hives. But at that time I could go out and get Popeye's chicken with no reaction. Y'all, that's shit, right? It's got flour all over it, it's got oils all over it, but I could get away with it. But I couldn't, and I could get away with the chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A. We're talking about a year ago. I could get away with the Chick-fil-A sandwiches because it had the breading and the bread. But I couldn't get away with their nuggets. I could not get away with cookout nuggets or McDonald's nuggets. My throat would swell. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Like, it literally, and that's why I have to, all I could think of is it's a histamine issue that the bucket gets overfilled when I do have those reactions, or my body is like, oh my god, that's real chicken. But otherwise it's like, oh my gosh, it's hidden chicken. Like, we don't know we're eating that right now because we're breaking down this other shit. That's all I can think of. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Tomorrow's gonna be a very long day. I'm probably gonna sleep multiple times tomorrow. I have to get up early in the morning to take Praline to the vet to get fixed, which I'm very, very nervous about. He's so little compared to my other cats. My other cats were like 12 plus pounds. They were bigger and older. They were all about 8 months old, or some were over a year before they got fixed. He's tiny. He's like 6 pounds. He's a baby. He is 7 or 8 months old, but he is so little. He's so tiny compared to what they were. And they're giving him like all these shots at the same time. A rabies shot, a feline leukemia shot, and a distemper shot, all at the same time of anesthesia. And that's what's freaking me out. I wish they had brought him in before to do the shots. Then I wouldn't be freaked out so much. And it's mandatory. He cannot go in there and not have those shots. But I think some of them are multiple series, which means I will have to pay for a vet visit to bring him back and to get more of the shots. Because I don't think he's old enough for the one. So, the feline leukemia, when they're a year old, they can get a 1-dose shot. Before that, they have, I think, 3-dose. It's kind of weird. Maybe because the size of them or something. I honestly have no clue. I don't know. But, so that is tomorrow. My daughter has an appointment with a new psychiatrist place to be, evaluated, her first set of evaluations. She has to go through 3 or 4 of them. They're testing her for DID, which I know she has. She was tested for bipolar 3 different places. They all say she has it, and she's arguing saying she doesn't have it, but that's what people with bipolar do. She does have ADHD. She's been tested 3 times for ADHD, and she has it. Of course, she does have autism. They want to test her again for autism because they think they diagnosed her wrong. They think she has a way worse autism than what she was diagnosed with. I guess there's 1, 2, 3, and she tested in the middle, and they are saying because there's a bunch of stuff that she can never do on her own, it's just not possible, that she should have been in the other category. There was only one question that made her a 2 that she answered, and it was stupid. Did you have a boyfriend ever? She was like 12, 13 years old, and they watched movies together. He wasn't allowed to touch her. It was a friend who was a boy who watched movies with her, and they counted that. She also has a defiant disorder, so you can't tell her what to do at all. You can't even ask her to do anything because she's going to do the opposite, which makes life extremely, extremely hard. Extremely hard. And I want her to be able to have her own life. And I don't know how that's ever going to be possible. Oh, Dino's here. Alright, it is 8:30 almost. Let me tell you what happened. We went to Cracker Barrel at 5:45. We didn't get out of Cracker Barrel until almost 7. I ordered their not breaded turkey with no gravy, and some stuff on the side that I could eat. And it came out loaded with gravy. And she's like, oh, I guess it has to have gravy, the chef said. And I'm like, well, I can't have the gravy. It's got black pepper. I can't have black pepper. So she took it back. I'm like, just bring me the $5 pancakes. 30 minutes pass. She comes back to the table. They messed up your pancakes and they're having to remake it. Dina's already finished eating by now because I didn't want his food to get cold. Comes back 15 minutes later. I'm like, can you just please box it up? Whenever it's done, I want to go home. And I was nice, but I was pissed. It was so hard not to be a Karen. Dina was irritated because he doesn't like eating alone. I was irritated being starving, sitting there for over an hour. Over an hour. And when she put in no gravy on the ticket, the chef should have said, we can't make it with no gravy. That's because she put it in. She said there was a button. She put it in. And when it came out, she asked them why. And they said, because it has to have gravy. But pancakes, how do you mess up pancakes? And pancakes, I make their pancakes. Their pancakes is identical to the ones I buy and make. And it takes less than 5 minutes to mix and fry it up, like in a pan. I don't understand. Don't understand at all. Not even a tiny bit. So we just basically got home, took out the trash and everything, and now I'm going to sit here. Am I going to eat the pancakes right now? No. They're in the fridge. They're in the fridge because I'm going to eat a baked potato with a little bit of the ground meat from yesterday and a slice of cheese because I didn't feel like grating cheese. That's what I'm going to eat. That's what I'm going to eat because that's more than just carbs. If I was coming home to eat, I was not going to just sit there and eat just the pancakes. Honestly, don't even know if I'm going to like these potatoes. They are not fluffy, but this is what I'm going to eat. Let me show you. So this is my hand. This is the plate. It's a small pasta bowl, not a big one. My plates always look bigger than they actually are because I use small plates on purpose. But I am starving now. I've only had 1.5 coffees today, and it's 8:20. Praline baby, I know you're hungry, but you ate 2 packs, okay? And I know it's not what you're used to because it's mostly broth, but it's what you can have right now. And they said if you don't throw up, you can have more food later. Okay? Oh, you're so hungry. You're trying to sniff the ground. And you're high. I don't like that you're high. Alright, earlier I had some Hawaiian rolls because that's all I had in the house. So that's all I've eaten today. It's 6 p.m. I did have turkey meat, but I didn't feel good. I didn't get any sleep last night. It was a rough night. It was like Praline was giving crack, y'all. He was searching for food all night, like digging, looking, and he ate more than enough, more than he's ever eaten. He couldn't stay still. He was completely restless. They said he would be high, but it was supposed to be a sleepy high where he didn't do anything for 5 days. Well, he must have had adverse reaction like I do to meds. If something's supposed to calm you down, most of the time it'll make me hyper and vice versa. So, it was a nightmare. No sleep for me. Not asleep. So I just went to Food Lion and I bought some groceries for a few days until I can get to Costco. And I'm going to show you in a minute what it is. I'm just putting this in the microwave and cooking it. It's the turkey breast. Nothing special, just quick, fast. Alright, because of my MCAS and I never know what reactions I'm going to have to what, I can't say that, hey, I'm going carnivore, hey, I'm going keto today. What I can tell you is I'm going to find foods that are whole foods and with deli. What? I'm trying to make a video. So deli meats isn't what I consider a whole food at all, but is one thing I can get away with. So far, we will see. So it is on the list, and this way I could go less carbs. Yes, Shirky, everyone thinks you're adorable. You're so spoiled. We know. We know. Can I turn it back to me? Can I finish? So basically, I'm going to show you what I bought and show you what my plan is for the next 2 weeks to see what I can incorporate and not incorporate. In my diet, the plan is to stay under 100 total carbs, and the plan is to not eat wheat. So no breads, and that's going to be the hard part because that is what gets me through a lot of the flare-ups because most of the time that's what I can handle. But that's why we're experimenting to find things that will do the same thing and not be wheat, because I do know my stomach will be way flatter without wheat. I think I am having, so I have here's the crazy part. So MCAS is you have allergic reactions to food you're not allergic to, but you have allergic reaction to it, so therefore you're allergic to it at that time. The problem here is wheat has always gave me the worst stomach cramps, like labor cramps where I am dying. When I eat wheat for multiple days in a row, I'm on the ground dying. And no, I don't have celiacs. I've been tested too many times, and the insurance companies have made me pay for it because all the doctors always test me for that and don't listen when I say I've been tested and I don't have it. But I do have a wheat intolerance, and I've been told that's what causes the severe cramping. And I am waking up all night long, falling to the ground, dying. And it's identical to my labor pains that I had with Haley. Like, I've had this issue my whole life. If I eat wheat too much, and I've been eating it way too much. I also have that if I eat rice or anything like that, or popcorn, like a corn. So I don't eat those already because of that reason. So we are just going to try. We're trying different things to get wheat out of the diet, right? I don't do sugar, so we don't have to worry about sugar. And yes, some of the things I'm going to show you is natural sugar. It has carbs, because all carbs turn into sugar in your blood. Your blood cannot determine whether you just had a sugar cane, a potato, an apple, an orange, pineapple, or upside down pineapple cake. It's all carbs. It's all sugar to your body. It's not intelligent enough to go, oh, that came from an apple, so that doesn't count because it's healthy. No, it's still the same. But I have to be able to eat something right now until I can get back to keto or carnivore. So we're just trying. That's all we're doing. So let me show you what I'm about to try. All right, so I have no problem with this. I don't usually use this brand. I use a better, cleaner brand, but I've had this one a million times. It doesn't affect me, and I use a little in my coffee, just a little. Okay, so this is what I went and bought me. I have found I can do the roast beef from Food Line, at least right now. I'm not having issues with it. So I got 1.5 pounds. I got a pound of their turkey that I've been having with no problem, but I've been doing it with bread. So we're going to see what happens without the bread. This is for my potatoes, because I will be doing potatoes instead of bread. A little thing of cheese. I already had the bacon and everything. It's just, it was causing me issues. This is the controversial part. It is 25 total carbs for 1 apple. And I wanted to try to see if I could have an apple or not. So it is 21 net if you do nuts. Okay, then my carrots, which I have never through my journey ever counted carrots unless I'm doing Dr. Eric Westman's version. So 6 net, 8 total for 3 ounces. Okay, so this whole entire bag is like, what, 24 carbs for the whole bag. And then like 18, I think, for net. So I got, and this is like 4 or 5 days. Like, I eat it really slowly. I eat them like chips. And they have these for the first time ever. I've never seen these. So I was going to try some of these and see if I can have them or not. Or if I even like them. And I don't use a dip. I don't use anything on them. I just eat them plain. And then, like when I said, I will do the potatoes beforehand to help with the starch. But that is what I bought myself for the next few days to try. Or actually probably a week. Alright, if you believe in old school calories in, calories out, this would be a good meal for you. I do not. But I am... Baby, I'm trying to make a video. I told you I was filming so I could make my food. He's in there singing his butt off. Anyways, as I was saying, I have some microwave turkey. That was fresh turkey breast from the farm that was frozen. A little bit of cottage cheese that I'm going to try if I don't chicken out. Potatoes. And I might throw in some carrots, but no butter, just salt. So it's a very like carb protein meal. Willow, what are you doing? Is that your toy? This is her new toy that she's been playing with for days. It's supposed to go in here for the water, but I gotta wash it, and she's decided it's her new best friend. She wants that water. Do you want that water out of there?
I'm making fun of her.
She's determined she's going to get to that water one day. She's been doing this for weeks now. I need to clean it, but it's her new favorite thing. I can't take it from her. This is my life right now. He had his surgery 2 days ago. And other than a few hours at night when he's going crazy, he is on me. And I had to pee a billion times last night, so I had to keep lifting him off of me. And this is our life. He sleeps. I play my little farm town, watch Wendy and Harry, and he just snores away. He puts himself here, by the way. I tried to put him over there on the bed so that I could have my arm and pee when I need to, but he was not having that. Okay, hours later, there's still this one, and now we have a Sharky. Oh, you got a hiccup? You got a hiccup, Praline. You're gonna be sick. Oh my goodness, cats. Oh, wrong way. What if Mommy has to potty? You don't care? No. You went through hell. Oh, it's okay. What are y'all doing?
How they learn from behavior.
JJ knocked him out. That's why he was in line, because JJ wasn't there. Now JJ's like, get out of my way. Alright, it's 4 o'clock. I'm hungry. I don't feel like cooking yet. So I'm having some of the oven roasted turkey, some of the roast beef, my first apple, which is 25 total carbs. I have not had apples in years. I don't like the taste of it, so we're going to put a little bit of the salted caramel topping on it from Skinny Girl. I use this all the time. It doesn't affect me. 2 slices of American cheese and some carrots. Actually, we're not going to use the syrup. It's way too liquid and it will get on my meat. Yep, I look like crap. It is Sunday. I've not washed my face, done any of the, put some mascara on or lotion, nothing, nada. And it, I don't know, 5 maybe? It's been a lazy day. So the food I ate gave me no issues. Not a big fan of apples, not gonna lie. I might have been when I was a little girl, but I haven't really liked apples in years. But I was trying to find something that I could eat with the meat and cheese that is less carbs than bread or potato. Something that would make me not have heartburn, and apples is on the GERD list. So not only do I have mast cell activation syndrome issues where I have reactions to food because of it, I also have normal GERD where I have issues with certain foods. Like I haven't been able to eat any kind of peppers or red sauces or, oh my gosh, garlic, 90% of seasonings in years of my life because they caused me to have severe heartburn. When I say I'm having an episode or I had a horrible night with GERD, I'm not talking about the normal heartburn those things would give me. I'm talking about awful pulse. The pulse is sky high, like 200, and my blood pressure is in the trash. Like it is horrible reactions. But so far I've had no reaction to this, so that is a win. Because my next meal I'm going to try to eat with no carbs and see what happens. Maybe some carrots. I'm eating a lot of carrots right now, but it's not as much as you might think. So if I ate one of the small bags a day, it would be less than 25 total carbs, so it's less than that apple. But it takes me 3 to 4 days to eat one small bag. So I may or may not eat some carrots with it. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to defrost the turkey and eat that, or if I'm going to try a keto chow. I honestly just don't know. That really filled me up. For all I know, that might be enough. I will regret it tomorrow. because I've been eating about 100 carbs a day lately, and I will regret it tomorrow because my daughter has some testing tomorrow, and it is hours long. And what happens when I drastically cut my carbs? 24/7, and it's a long drive. Like, I'm going to regret it tomorrow. I should have not cut it today and cut it tomorrow when I got home. There are so many cat shots. Got Sharky here. I got boy here crying to be petted. The baby's over there sleeping. They like when mommy takes a day off because it means I'm here in this chair and they can all drown me with kitty love. Drown the mommy with kitty love. Come on, boy. Come up here. There you go. You're so cute. So cute. Whatever happened to him that made it where he couldn't eat or talk and he was pouring blood out of his mouth, and we took him to the vet and they weren't 100% sure. They were thinking maybe he just cut his tongue real bad and his mouth was out of socket. He's a different cat since then. He wants love. He gets in bed with me, and he never did that he's almost 3 years old. He is a totally, look at this, he's a totally different guy. He's also playing with praline all night, even though praline's not supposed to be playing. He's very active, very talkative, very affectionate, and before that, he spent his life in a cat tree and never wanted to be touched, never played, never did anything. Oh, you've gotten in a fight. I feel blood. I feel a blood spot. That's probably from you and Willow fighting last night. And you keep going in and up. Shark, you want to say hi? You want to tell everybody you're driving mommy insane? And he tried to jump up and steal mommy's food? Yeah. You look drugged. You tired? Yeah. Mommy tired too. That baby's been wild at night. Alright, so I washed my hair and I used the thing on it. But y'all, I don't know what happened this time. It's a big poof ball. Really big poof ball. Hopefully it settles down. I don't know what I did wrong. Like I did the way I did last time. But I did have to use a hairdryer on my hair, so maybe that made a difference. I hate washing my hair in the winter. It's so cold. I hate using hairdryers too with a passion, and I have to when I wash my hair in the winter. It didn't actually need to be washed yet, but I decided to get it over with. Today's the only day I have that much time to do it. And I feel like I am back in the 90s. Like, my hair was like this all the time in the 90s, naturally, when I was a teenager. This was my normal, natural teenage hair, without using anything on it. And it is just insane. Maybe it was too high a heat. Hopefully I didn't fry it. I try not to use a high heat. I don't plan on eating anything else. That's all I've eaten today, and that's all I plan on eating. Sorry, right here, and like I was just looking at how flat we are on the side, and I was like, oh my gosh. So hopefully it settles down before tomorrow. But anyways, I am going to shut up now. I have a very long day tomorrow. But I'll show you what I eat tomorrow. And I'm probably going to be peeing around the clock in a minute, because that's all the carbs I had today. That is the lowest amount of carbs I've had since before Thanksgiving. So that was literally like maybe 35 carbs, counting the carrots. Now, that was the smallest apple in the thing, so it might have been a little under 25. And no stomach issues. That's the point here. So I know an animal-based diet would be what I ate except the meat and cheese. Like, I would have had to eat real meat and cheese. Like real meat, right? I would have had to not had something processed. I'm learning that animal-based basically means a carnivore diet with some fruits, sometimes like a potato, I see them with sweet potatoes. I see them with carrots. It's what is naturally out there that an animal could get from killing something or on a plant. Like even honey is a part of it. So I'm learning those types because I never ever looked into animal-based diets. I never looked in. I knew paleo was basically a clean diet, everything natural, kind of like, to me, like animal-based, but I guess they also eat grains and stuff on paleo. So I figured since I can't completely do keto right now, I will research animal-based and stuff like that just to see. So let's see if I can lose weight eating things I didn't eat on keto, but is more... I'm not really sure I could lose weight eating the deli meat. Let's be honest. Every time I eat deli meat, I seem to swell. But it's the only meat that I'm okay with. I'm afraid if I eat that turkey every day, all of a sudden I won't be okay with it anymore. Like the real turkey, not processed turkey. So that's why I've added the deli meat just to switch it up. I started to not do well on the Hawaiian rolls. My body allows me to only eat certain foods, and then all of a sudden I can't eat those foods again for a long time, and then I can switch to other ones, and then I can't eat those, and then it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle. But I'm learning the rules of the cycle this time around, and it is helping me not gain weight. The cycle during the summer and spring, I gained so much weight from that cycle. But now I'm learning how to do it better. One, it doesn't matter if I'm hungry. I have to intermittent fast. And I have to still have a fatty coffee. And I wasn't doing that this summer. I was trying not to eat fat since I was eating carbs. And that's where my mistake came into play, I'm noticing. And yes, I am very red because I did take a shower hours ago. But here's the problem. If I get cold, I have an episode where I'm throwing up and everything. If I get hot, like if I take a hot shower, which I had to, I break out. I block all over. I turn extremely red throughout my whole body. It is just because of my MCAS. So I have been itching like crazy and it's starting to die down. It's been like 4 hours since my shower and I'm still red throughout my whole stomach and back and my face still. But anyways, I am going to shut up and go take my blood pressure pills because I forgot all about it. Look, girl, mommy sees nothing up there. What are you looking at? Alright, so I took my daughter to her first round of testing today. It is 5:20. I have not eaten today. I've had 2 coffees. Both had some butter in it. I'm starting to get hungry now. I didn't defrost anything. So I might just go make a deli plate like yesterday. Maybe the identical plate. We'll see in a minute. But y'all, the scale is staying the same. But my clothes, all of them that was super tight are baggy. Insanely baggy. So that's why I tell you, the scale is a liar. The scale is a liar. My inches are going down, even if the scale is not moving. Alright, so it is 5:30. This is what I'm eating. 1 small pink lady apple, some low-fat cottage cheese from Pet, some carrots, roast beef, turkey, and some American cheese. Okay, so the food did nothing. Didn't make me sick, didn't give me heartburn, didn't cause any kind of pain, 0. The only thing on that plate I would like to figure out how to get rid of is the deli meat, to eat real meat. That is my main meal of the day, probably my only meal of the day. I'm not getting hungry for another meal. So that will be my only amount of carbs. 30 something. We'll say 35. Because of the carrots, which I did not eat all the carrots. Now, because the apple is 25. Yeah. I was having a good, nice day, calm. Went to pee. Little girl was sitting in my chair, which she always does, and didn't realize she got on my bed and peed. So the blanket is in the wash. Right now I have that just sitting here so they don't rip the protected cover, because I have a pee-proof cover on there. I sprayed everything down with Dawn and vinegar and washed everything up on the pee protected cover. She has an appointment with the vet on Monday, and I'm praying to God they can figure out how to make her stop, because this is insane. I'm tired. I was having a good day until that. Now I have to do laundry. That blanket is probably going to have to be washed twice in a 2-hour cycle, which means it's 4 hours to wash it. And it takes at least 2+ hours to run it through the dryer. She's never peed on that blanket before. This has never happened in that before. So I don't know what made her do it. She passed the bathroom to come in here and jump on the bed to pee just to come over here and sit in my chair afterwards. She passed 3 litter boxes, y'all, and pee-pee pads. She did it on purpose. I know she was mad at me because I wouldn't give her my food. So, I don't know. I think she does it on purpose. Everyone always, the vets are like, they never do that kind of stuff on purpose. I have to disagree. Every time I don't give her food or she's mad at me, she goes somewhere stupid immediately and goes pee-pee. Maybe it's her anxiety because she's so mad at me, but either way, she's doing it because of me not giving her what she wants. I swear, just like my daughter. But my daughter has a defiance disorder too. She's got so many things wrong with her. It makes me so sad for her. So sad. And it also makes life hell. Really does. Because a lot of it didn't come about until after she was 16. And that's when a lot of it takes place. But anyways, my hair was wild today. But I like it better than when it's just straight down. It also makes it way shorter. My mom literally said, did you cut your hair? No, just the little waves brings it up and poofs it up enough that it feels shorter. And that makes me happy because it irritates me where it hits me otherwise. But hopefully we can keep this going so I don't need breads, like with my stomach and my mast cell and all that. So I don't have to eat any breads. I don't have to eat any pastas. I don't have to eat anything starchy like that. Like maybe this will work. I don't know. I was going to Costco tomorrow to get some meat, but I better not yet. I should do this for a week or so and then switch over. But the next will be to try turkey again. Now, I have to admit, there is a little nose running, but I get that with a lot of the foods I eat anyways. So, and she went pee, and pee out of the litter box makes my nose run. Plus all the vinegar I just sprayed, tons of vinegar, that makes my nose run. I'm not talking about you, Piper. You're a good girl. I'm not talking about you. I know. You wanted mommy to curl up in bed and hold you, and I can't do it now. I know. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. She's your daughter. That's your fault. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now and just try to relax and drink my last coffee of the day.